Look at this.
Wow.
Look at that judgment.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
So as he's getting ready to break here, guys, any opening remarks or ideas or thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I would like to say that both these players are very explosive. I've played my fair share of matches against both players, and I tend to lose, but um, I just recognize that these are two of the stronger players in the area, and in order for me to step my game up, I have to play against these guys, and they're both enjoyable to play against. Skippy likes to talk. If you don't like to play players that do like to talk, if that gets in your head, he's actually a good guy to go up against. He might actually, might challenge that mental block that you might have, and he's a good guy when you play the tournament, and when you play against him anyway. He's not going to try to do anything shady to win. He is competitive, but I've never had any problems with him when I play against him.
Yeah, I think he definitely is one of those more like Mike Siegel, right? His talking is more to release the inner tension that he might build up if a situation kind of doesn't go in his favor necessarily, I guess, but he is a good dude, and he always means the best by it. So and Rudy at the same time, he definitely isn't afraid to speak his mind, so if that's bothering him, he'll let Skip know, or it doesn't really, I don't see it playing a big role in this match anyway.
Yeah, these guys played together so often. If there's usually no action going on, it's because these two guys are taking up all the attention. There's only these two playing, and they know each other well enough. So if there's any disagreements, they'll come to some sort of agreement by the end of the night. I don't think there are going to be any fists like thrown in the air and things like that. They usually work everything out. They don't always agree, but they'll make something happen.
Speaking of disagreements, just before the match, they were talking about whether or not they're going to play with early nines, and I think they settled on no early 9 balls. So,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So the rules are similar to 10 ball. However, the slops are allowed. You can slop and combo any other ball, but if the 9 ball has to be the last ball on the table.
Rudy at the table.
Yeah, he's just trying to judge if he's going to run into that 8 or not. Yeah, he decided to hit it hard to try to avoid the 8 there, but maybe the table let it slide a little longer than before that draw took. Fast cloth, a little faster than hard times. I know we say that a lot, but it's becoming, I think, less noticeable as time goes on and the table wears in a bit, but definitely a little faster.
Yeah, the cloth is newer. It doesn't get much play. You're probably going to see that come into play more in this 9 ball match because, players are looking for specific angles to go from one ball to the next. If they don't quite roll far enough, like almost like this shot, I think Skippy's just going to have to settle for this 8 ball, whereas he could have been, on the bottom rail, close to the bottom rail, shooting the 8 ball. So yeah, I don't know what he was trying to do there.
I think he tried to get there. I think he tried to draw the ball back and get on the bottom rail. I think he tried to.
Oh yeah, shoot the 6
ball. Ball a lot. Yeah.
Shoot the 6 ball in the corner and draw back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this table doesn't get nearly as much play as hard time, so it's going to be quicker for now until they refelt those tables, and I think they're going to do that sometime pretty soon.
Yeah.
We might
Look
Might
at this
see a
shot.
safe here. What do you think? Just roll the cue into the 9.
Yeah, but the 6 ball has a way to go. It's
Yeah,
a little funny.
he might not be able to do that if the 9's in the way of the 6 too much. Cueing low here. Yeah,
Okay,
did
so
a nice little
was it-
stun run through kind of shot.
That was a good shot. Well played by Skippy. Both of these players have been playing at hard times for many, many, many years. I first met Skippy back when I was 17 years old, playing pool at Blue Moon Billiards in Citrus Heights, for those of you from the Sacramento, California area. And that goes back to 1990 is the first time I ever played Skippy. Great 3-rail shot, good kick, and
Yeah, he left it as favorable as he could have hoped. I mean, the 6 has got to come into, there's got to combo the 8 real thin, so controlling the 6 is the key here.
Usually when these guys match up, they'll do one set of 9 ball, one set of 1 pocket. So he might even shoot this bank if he's
Ooh,
feeling
he
it.
snuck it by. Nice.
Okay. It did go by. From this angle, it actually looks like it goes by. He has the whole pocket. But I wouldn't be too surprised to see a bunch of bank shots in here. Like people getting out of tough situations and coming with a rack. Coming with the run out afterwards.
Skippy takes the first game played of the night, although again, Rudy does have 2 games on the wire. So, and Skippy's breaking. 16-mile-per-hour break, and it looks like he broke dry, and Rudy jumped at the opportunity to see where we're at. Hey, he actually scratched, didn't break dry.
Yeah,
Well,
Rudy's probably real excited, having lost that last rack. Rudy's really got to come out swinging on this one. The general consensus is that Skip has a little edge in this match, but yeah, if Rudy missing out on that last rack and get ball in hand here, it's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, you can't ever count Rudy out. And his shape is so simple. He doesn't like to do too much. However, in this particular rack, this is the key shot, I think. If he can manage to get a good shot in this 5 and be able to hold an angle for the 6, I think he should be done here. But like I said, this is a tough shot at the rack.
We have 3 different bridges, and Rudy's elected to use the Moosehead bridge.
Nice shot. Fantastic shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hit that like so perfect. That shot becomes so much more difficult for me when I'm playing it with the bridge, because like a power stun shot like that with control, that was a really nice shot.
Yeah, it's real easy to hit too much draw and then just
Mhm.
scratch from that shot.
Mm-hmm.
So those last 2 shots are telling me that Rudy's just trying to get loose. He's letting his stroke out a bit more, going those 2 rails, because he's not really going to overhit it. Those 2 shots are a little bit safe. You can stroke it, not worried about hitting it too hard, and you're kind of playing into the angle a little bit, and it doesn't. You have a large margin for error, and I think we're going to see that a lot from both these guys, playing particular angles so that they can hold shape and then make the run out a lot easier. So if that's the case, I think we'll see. I think the biggest pack we might see is like 4 or 5.
Really, you think they're going to run? Someone's going to run 4 or 5 in a row?
Rudy ran 6 on me when I think the last time I played him. So I don't doubt
No
it.
kidding. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And not too long ago, Skippy put a 4-pack on me as well.
Holy macaroni. That's pretty strong. I haven't seen him play that strong in a while,
Yeah.
but that's cool. I would love to see that.
Brian LePass, good to see you. Good evening, sir. We got 74 people watching right now, everybody. Thank you for sharing and liking and following the stream. We're just getting started. We got about 3 or 4 hours of pool, I'm guesstimating, in this match tonight.
And another 10 on Twitch.
Sweet.
Yeah, we got right around 10 viewers on Twitch. It's awesome.
Now I like just floating this cue ball over towards where the magic rack is.
Similar shot to the one that he played with the bridge. Similar stroke anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a nice smooth stun draw.
Yeah. He stood up from that one kind of quick, like he was scared of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting settled, getting loose.
Rolando Torres in the house. Good to see you, Rolando. Kevin, hello. Good to see you too, Jay. Jay Miles.
Well, you know, neither one of these guys can play pool. Neither one of them have the beekeeper's outfit on. So
Okay. Okay, Earl.
where are your waiters?
19-mile-per-hour break. Thank you, Renew Cali Solar, for providing the radar gun graphic for tonight. We appreciate your sponsorship. Thank you.
Yeah, I think on this table you need to be breaking them just a little firmer like that. You know, a softer break like 15, 16 doesn't quite as consistently spread the balls right. The wing ball likes to go with that magic rack. The table's got the right conditions for that. It goes at a wide range of speeds, but
And actually, that's what cost Skippy the last game. He didn't make the wing ball. He didn't make a ball on the break.
right.
What's up, Kendra? Glad you're liking the stream. Welcome.
Rudy's just checking to make sure the balls are still working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, it wasn't bad. Had he made that ball, I mean, I think he had shape on the 3. He moved everything around, so it may not look like that now, but
That, I think, was the angle of the pocket, the cut angle on the pocket. I know he still hit it a little firm, and that makes it jaw more. But the way that it jawed and kicked out like that, that's what that open angle does. Is it doesn't allow balls really to stay close by if you hardly miss it. It really kicks them out.
it was such a tough shot that Rudy tried to play there, and he just slightly overdrew it and came out too short. I think he was trying to bisect the 5 and the 6 to get on the 3, but he ran into the 5 instead, which is really difficult to do. If you draw that ball anymore, you're scratching in the other corner pocket. So this game is still up for grabs.
Good pace, good angle to get from the 6 all the way back down table to the 7.
I see Jackson in the chat. He's putting his tag on his comments. Action Jackson.
Good to see you, Jackson. What's up? Got a little straight. Well, he has a little angle to come into it, right?
Yeah.
Just stunned for it.
Really depends on how comfortable he is. If he decides to go above the 8 or stay below it. If you're super comfortable, you get above the 8. But honestly, I usually stay below that ball.
Safety is tough. You have a couple options here. He's going to cross over. Try to thin it.
Oh, there's a foul.
Yeah. Yeah. I always say
Magic Rack touch the ball.
Nice out for Skippy. The top donator is at $100. So that can be yours right now for $105 if that stays the top donator for the night. $17-mile-per-hour break for Skippy.
Skippy just turned it up just a notch on that one. Got some results. Got a real good tester here. See if he can convert.
Those balls hanging in the corner always look easier than they are to come back and get shape on, but great shot by Rudy to come all the way back down table. Good speed.
Oh, not the angle that he wanted to use. This could work out though. It looks like a lot of angle.
Hey, Josh Palmer, how's the fishing going, my friend? This is a 9-foot Brunswick Gold Crown 4 with 4.25-inch pockets. And this match is taking place here at my house in Mather, California. It's in Sacramento County, Northern California.
Looks like Rudy thought he made that ball. Just grazed the point of the pocket on the way in. Great shot by Skippy there.
Good little angle for the 9.
There's that fast table coming into play, right? But the knowledge that Skippy has, he made sure he was coming off that rail at a very specific point at an angle to make sure that no matter the speed he hit the ball, he'd have a shot.
All right, and just like that, we're tied up 3-3. Long race. We're racing to 20 for 3,000 in the middle.
Oh, that wing ball wasn't even close.
Yeah, that's interesting. He did hit it a little softer than the last one that he hit. I mean, you could tell audibly he hit it softer.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't sound like he's stroking like true through the ball when he's breaking. It sounds maybe like his stroke is a bit early. Like he's finishing his stroke before he gets the full follow through. It's little things, but it could affect the way that the balls break. But I don't understand why that wing ball was way high. It was like a diamond away from the pocket, not even close.
There might have been a little gap in the rack. I mean, I know that Magic Rack does a great job, but sometimes just based on the conditions of the table, you might get a gap somewhere. And if you don't notice it, it can make things like that happen.
Robert in the chat's mentioning this is a very tough game for Rudy, but actually these two matched up in a similar format just 2 days ago, right? They were racing to 12, and I believe Rudy got 2 games on the wire, and he won 12-10 at hard times.
So I think that 2 games on the wire in a race to 12 is obviously a little bit more weight. It'd be more similar to maybe 3 or 4 games on the wire racing to 20, but maybe Skippy thought it'd be a little bit closer in the long run. I mean, it's still tough to judge off of one set exactly what the right spot should be, but I mean, Rudy isn't necessarily a dog in any match. I mean, he can play. So no one's going to contest that point.
Hey, John Housh, thanks for the comment. Yeah, we have turtle racks, we have magic racks, we have Delta Select rack, and the players tonight opted for the magic rack. It was up to them.
I actually might go as far to say that 2 games in a race to 12 is more similar to like 4 to 5 games in a race to 20, just because of the length of a race to 20. 2 games in a race to 12 is a lot more than 2 in a race to 20.
Good shot by Rudy.
I was just about to say before he shot that ball that if he just managed to keep the cue ball in the center of the table on every single one of these shots here, except for the 9, that he should have a pretty easy out. It was made tough by going into that 8 ball.
Looks like this ball goes. Maybe rail first.
And again, these are the DYNAsphere Platinum 572 ball sets. So the 6 ball is the light brown and the 7 ball is teal in color.
So right now, it's one mistake is costing Rudy the rack for this rack and the previous rack. And if Skip manages to figure out the break here, then I think Rudy will get punished for those little mistakes. So I think that they both players just need to bear down and try not to make any mistakes at all, because their opponent is going to capitalize for sure. They're both that good.
Tom, thank you for your donation through PayPal. Can you just confirm the name on your PayPal account? I believe it's different than your name. So if you can verify that, please. Oh boy. Well, it looked like Skippy just took that shot for granted. He rushed. He didn't use his normal pre-shot routine, and he missed a gimme. So, guys, what do you think so far here?
I'm seeing some uncharacteristic mistakes there. Well, Rudy just made the wing ball, went straight in the pocket. And as I was saying before in the previous rack, that if Rudy can just maintain and just hold shape pocket balls, I mean, his break is working better than Skippy's is right now. So Rudy has a huge advantage. Of course, as I say that, he's going to miss the ball, but
things misses like that. I mean, that's a similar miss to. I know it was arguably a tougher shot than the one that Skippy just missed on the 9 ball, but it's like, it's almost like both players are, at times. How do you say this? Having trouble with their pre-shot routine, almost like they're just going through the motions of their pre-shot routine instead of like actually doing the mental steps that you normally do in your pre-shot routine, right? Does that make sense?
right. Yeah, there's some mental lapse there. Yeah, that could be it.
So, obviously it happened on the 9-ball for Skip, which is a pretty important ball. And then right there, that might have been a shot that Rudy makes, 10 times out of 10 when he's just in practice mode. But, he's on a live stream. He's playing for big money. It's, it just becomes a way tougher. And if Rudy gets comfortable, he's a serious force to be reckoned with. I really hope he does that sooner than later. Because that would make for a more entertaining match, obviously. Not to say that Skippy's going to do that for sure before him, but early days, Skip has made a few less mistakes than Rudy has. Obviously, one of them has been untimely, but yeah.
That's a good point, Brian. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. You're right. Neither player's wearing green, so I don't know what's going to happen from that. They have green in their pockets, though, don't they? They got 3,000 cash in the middle. There's plenty of green around this table. Trust me.
Every time a player makes or misses a 9, you got to take a shot. All right. That was a nice shot right there on a table you're not super familiar with. He overran it just a hair, but good control on the cue ball. Another dry break from Skippy. This is really interesting. They're both playing with the same magic rack. They're both breaking from the same side of the table. Rudy's made the wing ball on every break, and Skippy has come up dry 2 times or 3 times and has scratched once. No, he's scratched twice and come up dry twice.
Keith, thank you for your donation. You have 5 entries in the raffle tonight. Thank you so much.
Looks like that no early 9 rule is going to come into play in this rack for almost for certain here.
Yeah, so that adds a whole other element to the game. You have to play shape for the combo and then play shape on, what is it, the 4-ball?
Right.
And the 9-ball is going to be spotted up relatively close to the area. So the position here is key. So now he makes the combo. Now he has to worry about where the 9-ball is going to be spotted. Okay, got a good shot on it. Okay, now just bring it back to the center of the table and find a good angle on the 5 to hold the angle for the 6.
Annalise, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Jay Miles, thank you for your donation. We appreciate that very much.
Talk about a tester.
I hit that well.
Really nice speed.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure where he was going to go with that. If he was going to, slow roll the 2 rails like that, or draw it straight to the side rail and shoot the 8-ball in the side pocket, the opposite side pocket. But he had great cue ball speed on that 2-railer.
Skippy takes his first lead of the match, 5-4. $17.
Try again.
It is dry. Yeah, I can't. The image was a little too choppy for me. I couldn't quite see if it has something to do with his follow through. Though the sound that's coming from his tip is, to me, it's indicating that there's something going on with his follow through, that he's just not connecting well with the cue ball, and he's not transferring that energy well. So it's, and the wing ball keeps coming up high. So and Rudy's making it in the same pocket. So there's
Right.
something.
You're welcome, Ronnie. I'm glad you're liking it. Tom's asking what type of cue Skippy's playing with. He actually has the new Predator Black.
Yeah.
I think it's like almost a $2,000 Predator cue. It's absolutely beautiful. I was hitting some balls with it tonight before we started the stream, and man, it's a nice cue.
Yeah, it has a ebony forearm and the C4 technology in that black. It's pretty amazing, actually. I had a chance to try it out.
That shot that Rudy just shot right there shows anybody that doesn't know Rudy already that the guy can play. I mean, he took a dangerous route and played the speed perfectly. Yeah, got a good angle on the 3, and he just needs a little bit of time to sort out whatever is making him uncomfortable.
Three rails to the 5. Nice. Oh, we got a little bit off on that, though.
Yeah.
This cloth is fast. It's a little quicker than what these guys are used to playing at hard times. So,
yeah, and that rail was, I mean, that route was dangerous too.
Mm-hmm.
You're crossing the ball, and the 6 ball is huge. Yeah, I mean, just you almost want to play for center of the table, which he landed, but the 6 ball is just right in the way. And even he gets shape on the 5 to get shape. Trying to find the angle from the 6 to the 7 is also tough. So he just had a really tough route to go. And alternatively, Skippy's route is actually fairly simple now that the 6 ball's on the rail.
Stefan, good evening to you too. Where are you watching from, Stefan? Where are you at? Is anybody outside of California? Let's see it in the comments. Where are you guys enjoying the stream from tonight? Got 107 people watching, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you all.
Stefan, you watch him from the Bahamas. Trying to make us jealous?
That was a nice run by Skippy. Good out. 9 ball races to 7. $16-mile-per-hour break, and again, no ball.
This is really surprising for me to just watch Rudy play like this. I've seen him play quite a bit, and I haven't seen him play like this at all.
Jim's watching from Ohio. How's it going, Jim?
Yeah, the whole rack's on this shot right here.
I was just thinking the same.
Pool for you in Kansas. Watching from Twitch. Thanks, man. Hope your night's going well out in Kansas. We've got a lot of people watching right now on Twitch. Thank you guys for your support. This is night 2 of many, many to come.
Wow, what a good shot.
Martin, you're welcome. I'm glad you're liking the stream as well.
Hit that one a little hard, but I like his lines.
Yep. 7's a duck. Should be fine here.
Yeah, but you want to make sure to get to at least this half of the table, which you
Right.
Francis is asking, is this the score? Is it correct? Yes. Rudy started with 2 games on the wire. He's won 2 games so far tonight, and Skippy has won 6. This is the accurate score, racing to 20.
I wonder if Jason Williams would come up here to play Francis.
We've been talking to Jason lately. We've been, we're working on that. Behind the scenes, we're working on that.
Francis, you'd have to put in some work before that match, but that would be a good one to watch. I know Francis hasn't been playing as much lately. I'm pretty sure Jason plays quite frequently.
Now this seems like it's pretty straightforward, but Rudy has to come with a shot here. Either stop it right there, take the 4, and shoot the 5 all the way down to this end of the table, or draw or follow to get shape on the 4. But I gotta say I like this way. Just take you're gonna be close to the 5, but you're shooting at a longer distance. Oh wow.
That's right. That's right. Francis, you were on the stream for the tournament at Hard Times, and you said you felt like you almost had a heart attack. But if you would have had that heart rate monitor on, we would have been able to tell you, man.
We could have called the paramedics sooner too, if needs be. We would have noticed. Oh my gosh, Francis got a heart rate of 300. That can't be right.
Rudy back at the table here.
Of course, Francis says Jason is too good, can't mess with the pros. It's like, dude, everyone says that about you. Try to get Skippy to play you even. See what happens.
I don't know. Mike Salmon's saying that Collins, you and Francis should match up.
Yeah, I don't want to put Francis through that.
We got a little help from the rack there. Wow. Shooting from the rail, a little uncomfortable. Shouldn't be a problem.
I think Rudy's getting loose. I think he's feeling good.
Actually, the 4-ball came a little low on that one.
Mm-hmm. Rudy came off the side of the stack there, more so than he has in the last few.
That was his fastest break of the night at 19. We might see a push out here or a safety.
If he can see the edge of the one, he might just float down table here.
Oh, look at the speed on that. Wow.
Calculated. That is some.
Wow.
As Mike Perry would say, shot. Any of you guys out there that know Mike Perry?
Chris
No
is
good.
saying, Chris is saying Jason versus Oscar would be better. That would be a fun match. I think it'd be more fun for Oscar though, but
Yeah.
you never know. Those two have battled back and forth on the first of the month tournaments over the years.
I know that Jason has beaten Oscar in a couple of the big tournaments. I mean, I would say it's obvious that Oscar has the edge in that match, but who knows? They might be able to work something out. A longer race with some kind of weight or.
Yeah, Jason has won some of the Mez Tour stops, and
Yep.
Oscar pretty much plays every one of those. Jason would have to, he had to beat people like Ernesto and Vilmos and Oscar in order to win matches like that. I think Jaynard was in town at the time.
Mm-hmm.
They have tons of just raw talent in the entire field, and Jason finds a way to beat him. And Jason's such an interesting guy to watch play as well. You can almost see his great mentality that he has for the sport. He doesn't let anything affect him. He just goes about his day playing the game that he knows how to play, and it works out.
He's
Wow.
so intense too.
Yeah.
We have Chris Swart watching right now, the owner of California Billiards. How you doing, sir? Much respect to you. Hope you're doing well down there in this COVID time. Have you guys played down at California Billiards in the last year or two? When's the last time you guys played there?
Not in the last year. For me, it's been probably about a year and a half, 2 years. I used to actually do a lot of work throughout the Bay Area. And if I stayed the night down there, I'd definitely, like, even if I was, 40 minutes away, I'd drive over there. It was either there or Edgy's. They're both pretty close together, but if I wanted to play on a ridiculous tight table, I'd go to Edgy's. The quality of the equipment there at California Billiards is so great.
Again, we have a lot of people watching on Twitch right now. Thanks so much for all the love and support there, you guys. This is the second time we've done it, and we're just getting started there.
I think you let him see the entire ball here.
Skippy can't.
This, if you get perfectly tucked behind that ball, yeah, and kick and stick that ball, it can be deadly, but you got to know exactly how the table's kicking. Case in point, he missed the whole ball.
Yeah, I think I think I have to agree. I think he was trying to go underneath it and just kick the ball out, kick the 2 out.
3 foul rule is in effect tonight, guys. That 7-4 looks ominous if Skippy doesn't get on this 2-ball right now.
Oh, wow. The Masse kick. Look at this.
Good kick.
Watch out for the corner.
Uh-oh.
That is incredibly unfortunate. That was a great hit.
He may have a difficult time hooking him here, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he nudged it away just enough.
Yeah, it's almost
But
better to
if
run
Rudy
out.
gets to the if he gets to the 4 and doesn't get a good angle on it, he's definitely going to be playing safe on the 4. He might even play position to play safe on the 4.
Yeah, that 4-ball's not going anywhere.
I kind of like what he did here. Did he play position to go 3 rails onto the 4? No, he can't. The 8's in the way of doing that.
No. He's too flat on it.
Yeah, see, he ran into the 8. Well, Skippy's probably going to get a look at the ball, or at least an easy escape.
Ooh, a little bit softer, and there's a good chance of getting safe. He's flat. Might have to draw it all the way. Yeah, you might have to draw it to shoot the 6 on the side instead. It's on the wrong side.
This is a fun stroke.
Yeah, I know. The 8 balls and the 9 ball are kind of playing the
I think he's drawn 2 rails out.
2 rails
Yeah.
out. Yeah, it makes the shot tougher though.
Yeah, but it's so fun.
Got lucky position there with the 9 in the middle.
Shape
Good
D.
shape on the 7 too.
Call that a shape D. You just get reward for getting position on your next ball.
He didn't hit that too bad. It's a little bit more speed. But because he didn't get there, I think Skip can hold the ball at least to center table. It's a really thin cut. It's a tester for sure.
Just wanted to let the comment section in the Facebook chat. Just want to let you know that the Twitch chat says that they give you the 5 out and the breaks. Oh no, 5 in the breaks. Maybe not that strong a weight. A little bit of friendly banter between the 2 chats.
What do you like here? A little inside to float back down table? Outside, and it's coming close.
Yeah, I like the way that he played it. He was going long with the cue ball. It is asking a lot to try and shorten that ball up. How difficult the shot was, but ideally you want to come in short off those 2 rails. It's good out.
Yeah.
So he made a ball again. And you can see an edge. I like thinning this cue ball going 2-3 rails behind the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Just try and split the 7 and 9.
It's real easy to hit the ball too thick and go in the corner on that shot.
Mm-hmm.
I get scared, but certainly, certainly what he tried to do.
It's a good safety to practice. You want to practice going short or long. And that way you never scratch. You're hitting one side of the pocket or another. And by going to the short rail, long rail, and then the short rail on the bottom side of the table, you have 3 balls over there that you can use to block. I think the trickiest part of that whole shot was to avoid the 9. And even if you hit the 9 on the good side, you still hook them.
Right. Yeah. It drifts tighter into the balls.
Mm-hmm.
Which shaft is Skippy playing with? Is that the 12-4 Revo on the Predator?
I'm actually not sure. The Revo doesn't come with a cue. The one that comes with that cue is 314-3. It's the wood shaft. So he probably ordered that separate or already had that. But it's the white volt plate. So it's one of the newer ones.
And Rudy's playing with just a traditional maple shaft, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a Predator 314.
Early indications say we're going to have a tight match. They're both playing well, but giving their opponent opportunities.
Skippy's picked up his pace here with his tempo. But not his heart rate. Tied up 7-7.
And then as soon as he finished and he started grabbing balls, it like spiked up and went up to like 115. And now that he's racking balls and playing again, it's back down to that rate that it was at before. I wonder if that's like kind of a sign of a seasoned player. He's doing what he's comfortable doing, so his heart rate is lower.
I was asking Skippy about that before the match started today, and the last time he was on the stream, his heart rate stayed in the 80s and low 100s for most of it. And he said, I've been playing matches for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. He said it just doesn't affect him like it used to. I guess he feels seasoned.
Mm-hmm. McCormick or Taco. No, never mind. That's my attempt at humor, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I got it. Nobody else has to. I got it. He's well seasoned. Yeah, when I play him for like 100 a set, it seems like he's playing for like $10 or something. Like it
Right.
Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
It's a lot more pressure for me than it is him. But it's a good practice. That's the main reason why I do it. So. He's a little flat. So roll it past this side pocket.
What a straight stroke that shot takes.
Right. It's not easy.
No, it is not. Looked like the ball kind of died after it hit the 4.
Yeah, I mean, you can't hear the audio down there, but it seemed like it could have been some sort of skid.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way that the ball died.
Right, maybe too much friction, or more extra friction between the two balls.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to be grateful that he still made the ball, but he just didn't get shape. Oof, a lot of work in this rack.
That's a good question coming from Scrunge in Twitch chat. Did they opt to use? Is that the DYNAsphere cue ball?
No, that's the Arcos 2 cue ball with the DYNAsphere
That's a
object
great
balls.
that's a great observation. Yeah, it is the Arcos 2 Predator ball for the cue ball.
I know that's the cue ball that we've been playing with at hard times. That or the measle ball.
We have 4 different options, so help us out. We appreciate it.
Wing ball and one ball straight in the pockets. It's got a decent shot in the 3. It's a little tough. The thing I like about the 3 ball is you make it and draw it, and you have automatic angle for the 4.
We have 3 different ball sets here that we can play with. We have the Hyperion Cyclops balls, we have the Predator Arcos 2, and we have the DYNAsphere balls. They're all similar, but they all have their own unique characteristics to them.
Rudy got a little bad on this ball. He's going to be coming really aggressively across the line of the 7 here. He has to draw it to the short rail to get on the 7, and there's the danger.
Yeah, I didn't like the way he played the 5 initially. I know the harder positional play for the 5 ball would be to come straight across and shoot the 6 in either the corner or the side pocket, because that would just automatically set you up for the 7. But position from the 5 to 6, playing it that way is a little bit tougher. You have to be sure of your angle when you do that, of your tip displacement as well. But going the way that Rudy initially went, or the way he actually went, you're drawing it out and you're crossing the 6, and you're making the shot tougher. You're making the position for the 7 tougher.
Right.
This one's tricky as well. You have to go up and down, and you have to pick the side of the 8 ball that you want to land on. No complaints about this side.
No. No. This is probably the better side.
Mm-hmm.
Back and forth we go, tied up 8-8.
Oh my gosh, I just realized that's Danny Stewart in the chat. Danny, it's good to hear from you. That guy can play some pool. I've seen him. He's another guy that can put 4 or 5 racks together. You still playing these days, Danny?
Wow, such a close. I see what he's trying to do there, just thin off the side of the 2 and send a cue ball up table. Missed it by just a narrow margin.
Hey, Danny, that's great to hear. Don't ever put the cue down. You play too good. You ought to come out here for one of the big tournaments. Make a trip. Well, I know guys from Hard Times go out to Texas to play in some of the big ones out there. What city are you living in? Nice shot, nice control. With where the 8 is, I actually like punching this out 2 rails. Yeah. I actually stun it and bring it a little bit tighter coming into the 7. Just get a little closer to the corner pocket. Well, Danny, I know they do a lot of tournaments in Austin, bigger tournaments, or Dallas. Maybe it was Dallas that Avinash has gone to, and Mike Salmon has been out there. So maybe the next time there's a big set of tournaments, I'll be a part of that group. You should come out and meet us. Be fun to see you, man.
I think that's Dallas Fort Worth, right? It's snookered.
Was that it?
Aaron,
yeah,
Aaron
snookered,
was
yeah.
there too, right?
Oh yeah, Aaron was there. That's right.
And 9-8 Skippy. Excuse me, 9-8 Rudy. 9-8 Rudy. 9-8 racing to 20 for $3,000.
Wing ball again. I believe he has a shot. There's not a whole lot you can do with it.
He's queuing a little low here.
Yeah.
Wow, great shot, great stroke. It's showing he's getting, pardon me, he's getting comfortable.
Great shot.
Yeah, that's a nice little angle there. Just float on over to center.
And it's so cool to be able to go to a place regularly where you know these guys and you get to like interact with them and learn from them and I mean, they move that ball just as good as any touring professional in most situations, right? It's just the ones that when it comes to really locking up an opponent or maybe escaping from some type of safety that your opponent put on you in a way that then makes you the favorite in the game. Those are the kind of shots that the world beaters do, that these guys aren't quite at that level at. But I mean, yeah, it's really cool to watch him play and to see him develop too. I mean, like Rudy, I know Rudy from 6-7 years ago when he was just getting his feet under him and starting to play good. He's come a long way since then. Of course, then they both got to miss the 9 right after I say that. It's a little suspect, but that's 2 shots, by the way. Did everybody take a shot? Happy St. Patty's Day.
10-8.
Oh. But you know, honestly, Skippy's been getting shut down for his breaking runs because he's not making a ball. He's running balls better than Rudy is, but he hasn't had the opportunities. He's kind of safed his way out of, like, or kicked balls or something. He's done something to create a win during the game. And Rudy he's like Skippy will miss a ball or something, then Rudy will run out from there. Now Rudy's starting to get more and more comfortable every time he gets to the table, and he's spending a lot more time at the table now. But I'm still not seeing that consistency that I normally see out of him. So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of a strange match for me because I usually see it kind of go back and forth. Like each one of them will put a 5-pack in a long set like this.
Oh, nice shot, Skippy.
Tony Hargain in the stream watching, owner of Hustlin'. Thank you, Tony, for watching. He's a former wide receiver in the NFL. Shout out to you, Tony.
I don't think that ball goes. And the safety's not even easy. I mean, you could thin off the 5 and tuck the cue ball behind the 6. He had
How'd you
good
get
speed
that?
on that.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Ooh, and it rolled back into the 6 a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a hair.
Just a reminder, there's no early 9s in this match, so the 9 will be spotted if it's pocketed before it's the last ball.
You could, like, say, for instance, if he did hit the 9 on accident and then slop it in, your run continues, but it spots back up. You still have to pocket it as the last ball.
Ooh,
I thought he missed it.
Yeah, he
That was
almost
close.
missed it like the other one that he missed down the rail.
We're proud to be a part of that.
Well, he made a ball switching over to the other side. The wing ball is still not even close. It almost got kicked in, but he needs to figure out something that's going to be consistent for him. He has a great opportunity here.
Yeah, this looks like a pretty good rack.
Yeah, he wants to make sure he gets the angle, proper angle on this 3. Which
4 to
is
the 5. Yeah.
Proper
4 to the
angle on the
5.
3 is actually no angle on the 3. Here, I like swinging it around 2 rails.
Oh yeah, nice open stroke.
Shoot the 5 in the side. Yeah, a little easy. If it goes by the 8, it's still a good shot. I think it does. I think it has a full pocket.
Skippy's back.
Yeah.
So that's
18
twice. Yes, that's twice in a row where he had a ball banking to the opposite corner. He missed the wing ball, but it was like a ball banked off the side rail and probably kissed something and went into the opposite corner.
Shout out for Skippy for volunteering to wear the heart rate monitor tonight for our enjoyment. It was voluntary for both players. And let's see some likes out there, guys. If you like what we're doing tonight, let people know. Please like it. Let's see the likes pop up here. We have heart rate monitors. We have radar guns. We have over 20 4K camera angles for your enjoyment. And we're continuing to add and grow. We have all new audio equipment tonight. We're still getting it fine-tuned and dialed in, but we're trying to make progress. We're trying to make this better. And with your help, we can do that. Thank you.
It looks like he's looking at it like it is wired in the corner.
I mean, it's close. Where's the cue ball go? And yeah, even the safety's tough. I mean, you have one ball to hide behind.
Look at this.
Wow.
Look at that judgment.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Cool shot.
He's got some work to do here on the 5.
Yep.
So we're not going to see a 2-pack, but at least Skippy did get a break and run the last rack.
Right. Yeah, we can't quite hear on our end what they're talking about on the table. It sounded like he had something to say about the way that something turned out on one of those shots. As you were saying, Rudy's getting another chance where Skippy just kind of let him get to the table.
Yeah, it's not. About half the racks that Rudy's won or have been, due to something like
What
that.
part of the state or country or world are you from?
And how many breaks do you have to hit until you you end up in a situation like this right after the break? Where do you even push to?
Yeah.
Anywhere you push to, you're giving your opponent an advantage. Just because he was so married to the 2-ball, you didn't really have many options where you could push.
All right, for all of you on Twitch right now, let's see some of those channel points for the prediction. What do you think?
Who will take 15 first? Well, he didn't do me bad last time. I got Rudy again. I'm double or nothing. I'm betting double my last time.
Collins, why don't you explain how channel points work on Twitch?
They rack up as time goes on. So the more you watch, the more points you get. And then you can usually engage in whatever the chat moderator creates. Like in this case, we're placing bets on a prediction. Right now we're placing bets. It says, who do you think will take 15 racks first? And you can bet in 10-point increments, or you can actually type in a custom amount if you want to. But and then some channels even eventually, depending on the size of their viewership, if a channel gets big enough, you usually see channels offering merchandise or something that you can end up saving up points for, and then using those points to get yourself a t-shirt, or maybe like get some type of badge maybe that you can put next to your name in the chat that says that you've been watching for a certain amount of time, or some other type of what would you call it?
Oh yeah, like a badge, like in
Yeah.
Facebook they have like the top fan and
Right.
things like that. Yeah.
Tony Lopez, good to see you tonight. Thank you for your donation, sir. You're in the wheel spin for that Predator folding cue holder. What a shot.
Wow. Is that a new cue that he's been using for the past couple weeks?
I hope it's not. I mean, he just put electrical tape on it. Like, you know what I mean? You buy a new cue, you got to tape it up. Or maybe that's just what he's used to. Maybe he had electrical tape on his old cue.
The cue I usually see him play with is the one with all the signatures on it. Yeah, that one's different.
I think this is a custom McWhirter, I think is who made it. It has ebony and real ivory in it. It's a beautiful cue.
Pool for you,
McWhirter?
I think the answer to that is no, because this channel is not a Twitch partner, so subscriptions, I'm not sure if those go towards the channel quite yet. Other than channels that have more subscribers will be suggested more often to new viewers. So that's how subscriptions support the channel right now.
Skippy's on a run. And to answer the question, yes, we are going to allow gifted subs to count towards the raffle. Absolutely. Those will all count tonight. Thank you, Twitch.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that just sounds awful. We didn't quite get there, but you should make it. It's just a little short.
Ooh, situationally, that shot becomes, for some reason, in my mind, that shot goes from, a 90% shot to 65 or 70. It's so weird. When your opponent misses a shot that you expect them to make every time.
It's got a long, tough opening shot, but pocketing the one leads to the two and a possible run. But this is the tough shot of the rack.
No, that was easy.
Yeah, he makes it look easy.
Holy crap.
It's like 3-ball on the side. He's a little funky for the 5. So he can only either follow or draw back now. Obviously, the draw back to the center is probably the better shot.
Yeah, it looks like Skippy's got the speed of the table a little bit more settled than Rudy does. For little touch draw shots like that, he might do the same thing here. Yeah, nice little stun shot. Punch it to the rail.
Yeah, he was at Aaron's for an hour before they started playing the match. So that probably has something to do with it.
Yeah, probably.
And Rudy just showed up, hit balls for like 5 minutes. Then the stream was live. With additional 5 minutes for the countdown. But that was about it.
All right, Twitch followers, we got you. We appreciate you. Scrunge, pool for you. You each have 1 entry. Norm at G4 Billiards, you have 2. Thank you very much.
See how he hits this. That wing ball just a little high this time. Again. Actually, not so bad that time. It almost went in. But previously, it's been hitting around that first diamond. Rudy has a pretty open rack to run. The opening shot is, again, the tough one. He's got to avoid the 8 and get back to center table.
Corey Buchanan is in Humboldt County. Man, I bet the weather's beautiful up there, man. Hope you're doing good up there. It's been way too long since I've been up north. All right, we have a new top donator, $130. Peggy Fusselman, thank you so much. Anything over 130 will get you this cue. There's still a lot of value left in that queue right now. We got Salotto watching tonight. Reed and Colby, how are you guys doing? It's been too long since I've heard from you. We need to catch up. Lots of fun things coming we need to talk about. Good things are coming. Yes, Ryan, that's his heart rate. Skip is wearing a wireless heart rate monitor, and that is updated every fraction of a second in real time. As things on the table change, so does his heart rate.
This is what I want to see. I have a small wager on Rudy. He's got to win 3 more games. 80 points. I probably should have sweat this match a little bit for real. I guess I could. Well, mixed emotions about that. Being commentating might make my commentary a little bit less entertaining.
So Peggy, not only are you the top donator, but that also gets you 32 entries into the drawing for that Predator folding cue holder. Thank you so much.
Ooh, he thought he missed that ball.
Yeah, what a good shot that was. He had a perfect.
13 to 12 guys racing to 20 for $3,000.
So I'm not. I'll have to talk to Aaron, see if that's something that he's going to end up setting up in the future. But I mean, the Twitch points in and of themselves don't have a value other than the value that you give them as viewers, I guess, you know? So,
Okay.
yeah.
So I've never been on Twitch myself, but I am aware of it. Some of my friends are gamers, so they will actually post some videos on Twitch, and I've seen some of those. But other than that, I haven't really been too familiar with it.
Right.
Got a rail. Jeez, how'd he hit that one?
Actually,
Yeah,
Corey,
goodness.
we went live at 5:30, so we've been playing for almost 2 hours, and two of those games were given to Rudy. He had two games on the wire, so in just under 2 hours, we've played 23 games, 2 hours.
It's a pretty good click, actually. Pretty good pace. I mean, I think that's actually really fast.
Yeah, there hasn't been any, safety battles, not too many missed shots. And if there was a missed shot, only go like one or two innings past that. So it hasn't really been, it's been going pretty quickly. And both these players shoot fast too. They know exactly what they want to do. So it's not surprising. Actually, before we started the stream, I was asking Aaron, they're only going to play one race to 20. They're going to be done with that in like 2.5 hours. Because I watch these guys all the time. They will spend 10 hours playing against each other in a single day, and they probably have like, I don't know, 5 sets alternating 9-ball in one pocket.
Uncharacteristic miss by Skippy there. It looked like he decelerated.
So one thing I'm noticing from both players is they're pocketing balls well and they're playing pretty good shape. What I'm not seeing is, great shape. They're slightly straight on the ball. Where if you watch some of the pros play, they're playing for specific angles and they're close to the ball and they have plenty of angle from going from one shot to the next.
19-mile-per-hour break is clocked. Thank you to Renew Cali Solar for your sponsorship of the break clock.
Sorry, I had to step away for a minute. Did I miss anything?
Not quite, just a break. Yeah.
Let me guess. Rudy made the wing ball.
He did. 19 miles an hour again.
What? I don't get it. They must be racking the balls differently. This one's really, really tricky. You have to play to the right side of the pocket so you can get enough pop from the cue ball to get shape on the 4. And even the 8 ball is right there as well.
Right, I was going to say, and you have to miss the 8. Yeah.
Mhm.
So Peggy is our top donator at $130. She's also a Twitch follower. She found us on Twitch.
No kidding.
She's Pool for You. She's the one that created the Discord channel. So right on, Peggy. Very cool. We're meeting new people that like pool, and Twitch is another channel we're using to broaden our reach. So we're glad you're part of this. Today's only day 2. We've been streaming on Twitch. Twitch is cool. It's a higher definition quality of the video that we're streaming, the live stream. Facebook has limitations on the quality levels, and Twitch has a higher quality. So if you're looking for that crystal clear HD, Twitch is your place to go.
Yeah, Brian, to answer your question, they do trade sets a lot. They go back and forth. Their common thing to do is they'll play either a set of 9 ball or 10 ball and then switch over to 1 pocket, and they'll go back and forth. Usually Rudy gives Skip weight in 1 pocket, and alternately Skip gives Rudy weight playing rotation. Don't ask me. I don't know why they do that. I don't understand it. But if that were the case, I think they should be playing even just all the time. But just in general, I guess that just tells me that Skip is more consistent in rotation. That's more of his game. He doesn't really play a whole lot of 1 pocket. And Rudy's strength is in 1 pocket.
Well, Rudy has a tough shot here on the 9, even to play safe. This is challenging.
And yeah, what do you do here? I mean, I guess you leave the 9 ball up there on the short rail, and hopefully you can miss the corner and put the cue ball up table. Yeah, he couldn't miss the corner. Or maybe he would have missed it too much like he did.
Hey, Sean Roy, good to see you in the stream tonight. Wow. Skippy's back. Skippy's up here.
Found that wing ball. $1,916 miles an hour. He destroyed the pool table. It's shattered on the floor. You seen that video of the weatherman when the teleprompter goes crazy and it starts saying it's like 3,000 degrees in like a certain part of town? He owns it like a champion. If you haven't seen that video, look it up on YouTube.
Not.
It's hilarious.
Somebody locally just posted that they shattered another cue ball with their break. They posted a picture of it.
No
Can't remember
way.
who that was. Yeah. Skippy's quietly running out. Tied game, guys. 14-14. This is neck and neck. So Martin, you simply just go to twitch.tv and you can search for Aaron's Pool Parlor and our channel will come right up. And we'll get that link posted here in just a minute in our comments below. I apologize for that. We'll get on that.
Wow, what a difference that makes, the switching over to the turtle rack. The layouts are completely different. Rudy's in trouble here.
G4 Billiards stepped up. Thank you for posting that, Norm. We appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a little, yeah, it was a little straight, and you try to come around those balls, or around the 7.
Turn something very routine into something quite tricky.
Yeah, those shots aren't too much of a problem for Skippy.
I'd like to say someday I'd get there, but man, I struggle with that kind of stuff.
It was 2 in a row.
We're bringing in salt by the truckloads. Not going to lose the next one.
Zach's bragging. He won the Jacoby Q 2 weekends ago. He also was the top donator for the other jump break cue that we raffled off, or that we gave away as the top donator, I should say. He walked away with a lot of cues, about $1,500 worth. Glad you got him safely, Zach.
Tricky little rack here. And if that one was a little further from the rail, I'd say like 100% you got to go for some kind of 3 foul here. Playing safe here is really tough. I mean, either way, you got to try to play safe, but
Okay, Zaldi says that's a Jerry Oliver cue. Okay.
looks like he hit that ball a little thinner than he was hoping to. This might be a long game of 9 ball. There's not really a way to develop the balls for either player, and then there's not really, with how far away the 2-ball is from the. Honestly, if you're going to play safe, it might be good to play safe trying to leave the 2-ball close to a ball, because each time they kick at it, you can see it moves far away from the other balls, which doesn't really, I mean, aside from the possibility of ball in hand, it doesn't really develop anything. And running out this rack is really tough, actually. There's so much traffic. Wow, that was a really nice cue ball.
Good speed.
Cue ball sets up just fine. You really want the cue ball here right in the middle of the table. Yeah, see how he follows there? Some players might like subconsciously just put like a touch of left hand spin so it goes towards the 7, but you want to guarantee an angle there to come out to center table for the 8 in the side.
They're asking for more salt, Collins. Give them salt.
I'm almost out of salt, man. It's over. Actually, even me saying that makes me sound salty.
Tied game, 15 apiece. 18 miles an hour. And Aaron's right. I mean, the turtle rack has made a big difference in what's happening on these breaks. Great shot to get to the 2. Sterling Mack. Haven't seen you in a long time, man. You playing pool these days, or what are you doing? We miss you at the pool hall.
Yeah, haven't seen him in too long.
It's been way long.
It's the same usual suspects if you want to show up anytime, Sterling. Same guys.
Not
Jim
the same
Fabian.
stroke, though. Look at Collins. I mean, your game's really jumped up since last time Sterling was around.
Maybe a bit. I definitely been working on it.
Speaking of salt.
Yeah, Jim Fabianar's been coming around, at least hanging out. He's having some shoulder pain these days, so he hasn't been playing as much, but I mean, that guy can play some 9-ball.
Tied up 15-15, and he has to get the bridge out. It's a key shot.
Nice shot. That's a huge shot for this match. He's just waiting. Just waiting his turn. He knows he's going to get it at some point. At least in his mind, I wouldn't complain if we see somebody run 5 racks in a row, but Just got to roll this in. Don't let. Ooh, look how he stuns the ball to make sure that he doesn't give the table any permission to mess with his shot. He stunned the ball to hit it with speed.
So I just realized that I had this long, complicated story that I was just telling, but nobody can hear it. I had my mic on mute.
Shut up.
No, it wasn't
Bummer.
that long. I was just talking about the break.
Yeah.
And how important it is for Rudy right here. It's that last rack. It was so important for him to break and run. I think it was his first one. And of course, once I unmute my mic, that's when everything goes down the drain for Rudy there. But oh man.
Well,
No, I
I'll
feel
remind
bad.
him. I'll remind him to thank you later for
Yeah.
keeping it muted so long.
Yeah. I just God.
Comments in the Twitch feed are asking for some more details on the turtle rack. Do either of you know the history of that rack or where it's commonly used in tournaments across the country?
Actually, I don't know too much about it. It's just a different manufacturer of a template. It racks both 9 and 10 ball. I wouldn't know too much about it, but I'm pretty sure it's easy to find online. It's probably about the same price point as the Magic Rack.
Mm-hmm. First time I ever used it was in the Mez West State Tour. It was the required rack, I believe, or was that the NorCal Pool Tour? It was one of the two. It was used as a required rack.
Mez, yeah, Mez for sure was one of the sponsors for the tour.
I like the turtle rack, but I guess my only beef about it is the opening in the middle makes it hard sometimes if balls are near the middle of the rack. It's hard to sometimes maneuver it off the table. The Magic Rack has a bigger opening and it's easier to get it on and off the table, I think.
Oh, that was the last thing he needed. Oh, that was huge for Rudy, and especially now since the wing ball's going in on every single rack. That's it's going to be really tough for Skippy to come back.
Yeah, momentum is really big in a match like this, and it becomes like even more significant when it's getting this close to the end.
Phil Prentice, 2 balls on the break. Skippy's only down 2 games, but this is a critical game right here for him.
Is that the 4 ball on the side or in the corner? I mean,
it is
4 ball hanging.
The one hanging, yeah, is the 4 ball, yeah.
Kind of, I think I like the breakout right here. He went for the breakout.
Doug Whaley likes the Outsfill rack the best. I have one. It's more of almost like a cloth or paper product type feel to it.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Phil with about the Outsfill rack. In the last couple 9-ball tournaments we had at Hard Times, we've had to use those, and there was at one table the rack's absolutely perfect, same set of balls, same type of table and everything, different individual rack, and then all of a sudden that rack does not rack the balls tight. There's gaps in between that I've noticed, and it's not with every Outsfull rack, the Accu rack, but it happens more often than I see with the turtle rack. In my opinion, playing rotation, the turtle rack has given me the best results.
I guess if I were to weigh in on the subject, I would say the the outsfill one would
Mhm.
be better in situations where you can't remove the rack after the break, because it grips the table a little bit better. So if balls, it won't affect as much balls like sliding through or sliding over it, as the plastic does. But that's like a very small advantage when you consider the thing that you're referring to about how the turtle rack or the magic rack more consistently.
All right, so Skippy looked very rushed on that shot. I'm wondering how his. I wonder what he's thinking mentally right now.
Ooh, this is tricky too. You have to hit this ball pure to get this to stay on the same side of the 7. So if you don't hit it pure, it comes right at it instead.
Bobby Jan likes the turtle rack best. He left most of the ball. Little back and forth there. Oh, that was a pretty good shot.
Yeah, pretty good effort there.
Yeah. Couldn't ask for too much more. I mean, you would like to hook them, but it's still not easy. Wow.
Right back at you.
Things are going to change here, though. Skippy does not have that option anymore. He can see it, and he can make it. That's so tough, trying to hook your opponent behind one ball, and you're just using half the table.
Interesting. About the same angle for Skippy, just much longer.
I think Rudy was a lot steeper on that ball than it appeared on the.
Yeah, that's otherwise he would have gone for it and shot at
Right.
it. Yeah. Looking at it from this angle and remembering where that was, yeah, I can see that. Made it. Wow.
That's pretty strong. I get in that situation and I start walking around the pool hall. Can someone else shoot this for me? Like, give him my cue.
$165 donation will win you a $300 cue. this moment. And Skippy's heart rate is as if he's resting on the couch watching a good show.
It's really surprised if he's trying to get him stuck behind the 2. I think I would have tried to separate the balls full table length.
Oh. Touche, Skippy, touche. Four minutes left for the donation. 160 is the current top donation for that $289 jump break cue.
Wow, so after kicking in the 2 ball, everything just kind of fell into place. I think should be able to get a good shot. So it's going away from it. I don't know what happened there. Like he hit too far on the left-hand side on the 1.
It didn't get a lot of motion out of the stack on that one.
You thinking maybe he's trying to slow play him and trying to slow Rudy down?
Maybe. Frankly, I don't know. I mean, Skippy's looked pretty, fairly comfortable the whole match, though. So.
One more minute on the donations. 165 right now will win you a $300 cue.
Well, that works.
Yep, now just bank this ball in, draw back a little bit, get shape on the 3 and run out.
Easy.
That's it. That's all you gotta do.
Or run into the 7 ball and miss the safe. Dang.
You can see the full ball. You can even get shape on this ball. I like to drag this ball and just float to the center. Go 2 rails and float. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. As long as you don't use any English when you do that, you hit that ball really straight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it is 8:10. Congratulations to Peggy. Pool for you. You have won the poison jump cue. I'll be reaching out to you tomorrow for your shipping information. Congratulations.
That is so cool.
It's our first big Twitch winner. It's exciting. All right, Aaron, what would you do here? I'm assuming you'd play safe in some way.
There's a couple of ways. He's going the way that I wouldn't choose to. That's very simple way of making sure that you get there. There's also an easy return from here. The way that I would have played that is shoot the 5 to the short rail and get it moving up table, and then use the 5-9 as blockers. But he's reaching and he's using a bridge, so maybe that was probably the reason why he chose not to go that route. Whereas the route that Rudy chose was favorable to get a safe. It was a lot easier to play it. Well, it's a good thing he left him on that rail because it makes it tough now.
Yeah, I was going to say this isn't the worst result in the world for Rudy, missing that shot.
Yeah, he's got to. If he's going to follow, he has to get around the 9. Yeah, there's no way he's drawing that ball. So the 9 ball is a big ball right here. I would think that he would try following at 2 rails and avoid the 9. Yeah.
And the corner. Scratcherino.
I didn't think he had to play it to get all the way around. I just thought he needed to get to the center of the table and then take the cut on the 4. And he's a little short here.
I think you got him.
You can see a part of it. Not sure if you can see the whole ball. Yeah, I like that approach. Even if that 6 ball were really tight, like you're kind of questioning whether or not you can make it, it's still a good option to go for it if you know you can at least hit that side, because it comes with the built-in safety. Say you miss that 6 ball, then the 6 ball ends up on the side rail and the cue ball on the opposite side rail.
It's Rudy on the hill.
Yeah.
And Rudy is on the hill.
$18-mile-per-hour break. Thank you, Renew Cali Solar, for sponsoring our radar break graphic.
Well, I think we have time for one more set. What do you guys think?
Let's do it.
Let's see some likes out there. Who wants to see him play another match if it ends soon? There's 156 people watching this right now. Who wants to see more action?
Wow, he's looking really good right here.
First time Skip's heart rate's been over 100 while he's in his chair.
Yeah, he might be steaming. I don't know.
Yeah.
His heart rate shows he's just, lounging around. Maybe a casual walk to get the mail. That's about it.
This is tricky. That 8-ball makes it.
I was going to say, I think he misses the 8.
Yeah,
but the side.
Yeah, the side. You have to go long and, go between the 7 and the rail, past the side pocket to have a chance there. 3 rails and then crossing over to the other side of the 6 where Skippy's currently playing the cue ball. Yeah, that was out of the question. The 8-ball was right in the way for that. Yeah, I think with the 2 rails that Rudy was trying to do with the touch of inside English, lengthen the cue ball out and then touch of inside English and then, just really lengthening out the cue ball as much as you can. He has a shot at getting it, but the side pocket, it's just a big, it's a big target. Skippy's really feeling it now.
You can see it in his body language.
Yeah, his heart rate was like at 120 just a second ago.
Great shot in
We're
this
not
situation.
Yep.
17-19. Skippy to break.
I think the 1 is too thin to cut, and it's so much easier to play the safe from here.
You put the cue ball behind the 8? Or do you run the cue ball up table? Yeah.
No, I'll put it behind the 8.
Right.
If the 8-ball weren't exactly in that position, where I can actually back cut the 1 and, use some of that side rail, then maybe I'll go send the cue ball down table behind the 2 and 9. But just the current layout, I don't think it works as well. Oh, he's going aggressive. I couldn't even see the ball that thin. I mean, usually when I try to cut a ball that thin, I run right into the 8-ball instead. So He has better eyes than I do.
Skippy has good eyes, and he's got a super straight mechanic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He cuts when we play. He cuts balls so thin, and I
Yeah.
have a hard time doing that. Too easy.
He almost made that.
He took the shot away.
Yeah, he left it pretty good. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't even think the cue ball can go through those balls at that angle.
He's got
No reward.
Lisa McCord, good to see you. It's been a long time.
Hey, is it going? Nope. And again, it's not an easy shot. Scratches in the side. If you try to go for it, it's not a whole lot for safety options either.
Victor and Francis. So, Victor, I'll have Mike Salmon reach out to you to talk about it. We're not looking for big money action. We're just looking for high quality players that match up evenly or close to even. Something fun and enjoyable for people to sweat and watch. It's not about the money, it's about the skill and how evenly people are matching up.
He's kind of flat. That shot is so worth practicing, because it's not an automatic angle that you're producing that angle. Like he was so flat on the 5 with certain strokes. I believe Darren Appleton called it the delayed draw. He has a video about that, and you're creating the angle for the draw stroke. And he played position on the 7 with that, but I mean, he should have gotten out from there. I think he just took his eye off that 8 ball, but it was a hell of a shot just to get down to or up table for position on that next ball.
Skippy got pretty fortunate with where the 8 ball laid up here.
Yeah, it's like the last shot Rudy stepped up to.
All right. He may have he's likely to have another inning unless Rudy just drills this bank shot.
Yeah, I think you have to go for the bank.
Yeah, it's one that stiffens up naturally when you draw the ball. The main thing is on this table, it's going to bank a little longer than he's used to. So
yeah. I think it banks naturally for the cue ball to pretty much come straight back between the first and second diamond on the side.
Right.
Side row.
The other thing is when you bank it at speed, you got a chance to get lucky with the 8 going in another pocket.
Yeah. That's the speed you should be playing for, to bank in the opposite corner pocket. Maybe just a hair harder than that.
Oh my goodness, he almost cut it in. Holy.
Wow.
Holy crap. Oh boy is right, Skip.
I don't know what Skip's complaining about. He has a great shot here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of things you can do. The one I do like is banking it straight back to his hole, and you're going to get automatic shape on the 9. And if you miss it, the cue ball or the 8 ball is coming back this way.
I see. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like that because you're always going to leave him a shot.
You guys have been watching the comments or the likes and shares that pop up, the thank yous on the screen. The ones that are in blue come from Facebook, and the ones that are purple come from Twitch. So they match the colors of those apps. If you were wondering where they're coming from.
Think of like thinning the 8 ball. You know, the center diamond on the side rail is his pocket, basically.
Mhm.
The 8 ball is going to end up on the short rail, and the cue ball going 2 rails towards the 9. Unless he feels like drilling it, but if you're not feeling like that.
And Skippy has an opportunity.
It's almost like Rudy's giving back the games that Skippy gave him earlier. I know that he didn't really give it to him here, but I think something happened earlier in the. Oh wait, no, Skippy was running this one out.
But Rudy has no more breaks. He has to solely depend on Skippy making a mistake.
Right. Yeah, that's.
Ronnie in the comments in Facebook says, "Can you smell the lumpia frying?"
Not bad. Not bad. He could squeeze it past the 4, but it'd be a little wild.
I think you can see the entire ball.
Not enough to make it, but it's a. Actually, might be able to make it. I'm not sure. No, he's not.
Wow. You know, both of the jumps that Rudy attempted tonight. I mean, that's only the second one. He doesn't really do many practice strokes after elevating. He just kind of elevates, and then just the second that he's elevated, he shoots it.
Yeah, as soon as his bridge hand touches the felt, then he automatically shoots. It's
Yeah.
going to take a little bit more time.
Yeah, just to make sure you get a pure stroke, to make sure you really get the elevation off the table. Especially in a situation, in a situation like this, late in a set, when Skippy's been coming back 3 games in a row, and you've been on the hill the whole time. I think it certainly warrants a little bit more attention to a shot like that.
Yeah, I've made that mistake plenty of times. especially with like jump shots too, since we're talking about that. It just, the pressure's on, you take your initial aim, you're trying to plant your foot on the line, trying to get your body in line, and then you elevate the cue and then just take like a half stroke even, and and you don't get the result that you want. And I had to force myself to take 2 or 3 or even 4 practice strokes before committing to the shot. And it's so easy to make mistakes like that when the pressure's on. Now it's hill.
Oh,
Man, we
goodness,
have
it's hill,
no
hill.
idea. Yeah, right. We have no clue what's going to happen now.
Let's play one game for 1,000. Let's get it.
If Skippy were a Twitch streamer, right when he made that 9-ball, he'd be screaming, "Let's go!" That's why his heart's racing. He's like, "It's time." And immediately when he gets down on the ball, boom, back down to 110.
I thought we were going to start over and jack up the bet.
Right. Run it back. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Put 6,000 in the middle.
Wow.
Win by 2.
Just the second that the guy, whoever's shooting the 9-ball on this one, when he gets down on the shot, why don't you just shout downstairs, Aaron? You want to run it back?
Put your salt away, Collins. Come on.
Yeah, he needs the opportunity to win his 80 points back.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, the comments are blowing up. There's been 64 comments in the last 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
And this is when you're going to see guys miss too. You'll see like guys that just destroy the weekly tournaments in this situation.
Wow.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Look at Skippy's heart rate. I mean, my heart rate is higher than his right now. How is this possible?
He's just thinking, just give me one more time back at the table and it's over. That's what he's thinking, seriously.
He is a machine.
He's just so sure that all he needs is one more time at the table.
And this rack is not over. He still has to get on the 7. He has a great angle to do that.
Just spinning cue ball here. With an angle. He left himself an angle to come back up for the 8. Oh
Yep.
my goodness.
This will be the last tough shot that he needs to make.
And he has the correct angle. He's on the correct side of the 8 to come down to the 9. Wow.
Yep. Wow. Got to give it up to Skippy for this, man.
For battling back. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
What a match. What a match.
20-19, folks.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching us here on our YouTube channel for Aaron's Pool Parlor. We hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and we'll be back soon with more great videos for you to enjoy. Until next time, thanks for joining us.